The outbreak of the COVID-19 that started at the end of the year 2019 has led us to experience many instances around the world. 1 year quarantine, working from home, unemployment, and the death of more than 500,000 people around the world. A lot of people waited for the vaccination and hoped it would solve the problem. But when the vaccine did come out, many people were suspicious and afraid to get vaccinated. Are they really suspicious of the vaccine and the science? Or it is simply a political movement? The anti-vaccination movement isn't a new phenomenon. Surprisingly, it predates the development of the first vaccine back in the 18th century, even before Edward Jenner developed a smallpox vaccine by injecting a cowpox blister into uninfected humans. His idea was too new and too bizarre for the public, and it led to many criticisms. The anti-vaxxers in the 19th century claimed three main reasons for their objection. First, the vaccine didn't work. Second, the vaccine would make people sick because it contained poisonous chemicals. And third, mandatory vaccinations were medical dictatorship. In England, the objection was more intense when the government mandated people to get vaccinated. People believed that this violated their personal liberty. The situation in America was not so different. At the end of the 19th century, the anti-vaccination leagues, led by British anti-vaxxers, campaigned to refuse and battle with smallpox vaccine that was mandated by many states. Even in the 20th century, when more and more vaccines were developed and widely used around the world to save human lives, the anti-vaccination movement never disappeared, despite the clear effectiveness of the vaccines. So, what is happening with the COVID-19 vaccination? A lot of people claim that the COVID-19 vaccines are dangerous because they were developed in a very short time. This claim might sound rational for some people since we experienced the situation like the Carter incident where live poliovirus was unintentionally injected into children, causing the outbreak in 1955. But the situation with the COVID-19 vaccines is different. Vaccine manufacturers such as Pfizer and Moderna have tested their vaccines in a large clinical trials. Their data show that the known and potential harms of becoming infected with the COVID-19 outweigh the potential safety risks of the vaccines. Despite heavy scientific evidence and research data, there are still a few conspiracy theories out there that might sound a little ridiculous, like the vaccine won't work because the disease is not real, or it's caused by 5G cell tower. Or the vaccines are plotted by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to make more money by selling vaccines. Or even Elon Musk is trying to inject microchips into our body. As funny as it might sound, a lot of people still believe in these rumors. 30 to 40% of American population still refuse to get vaccinated. In fact, people are not very skeptical of the medical science, but they are pissed because they are told what to do. Also, it is what they believe, either false scientific claims or subjective reasons, that usually prevents them from accepting the vaccines. To encourage people to get vaccinated, we need to consider the emotions and deep-rooted beliefs, whether philosophical, political, or spiritual, that underlie vaccine opposition. It's been almost 2 centuries since the discovery of the first vaccine, but the ethical issue of the vaccination has remained relatively consistent since then. What do you think? Will you get vaccinated? Please leave your thoughts below. See you next time.